December 31st, 11:33 p.m. Entry 50. Alex. It's less than a half hour before the New Year's, and I've got some news. As far as the things that have changed, well, mostly it's Alex that's worthy of being mentioned. I don't know whether I've mentioned him before in this chronicle, but I think I may have around some months ago. To check, press Ctrl plus F on your keyboard and then type in Alex. It's a computer search function. But yes, sometime during the process of December, I was made a very happy boy by finally getting to meet Alex. Suffice it to say, I've been very much into him since I started getting him to come out of his I like you, so I'm going to be self conscious shell. I know that it seems like I'm going from person to person from the way I write my various entries, but I think this one may actually have a chance. Whereas with everyone else, it was more out of an interest in meeting new people or documenting bracket my experiences with and bracket everyone slash bracket different types of people and bracket. Just so I had an idea, bracket, of what people are like, what my type might be, and who interests me, end bracket. When I look back on this one day, as I one day hope to do. What shall I say about his positives? There's not so much similarity between him and Z in anything more than the way he makes me feel, like spending many moments with him. Like better, emotionally, just being in close proximity, like learning new songs and broadening horizons, like it's okay to sing in public, like I'd give anything to make him smile. The feelings aren't so strong yet because the conditions of our dating, not being in an official relationship yet, involve me putting a restriction on the speed with which he develops feelings for me, although I might be so inclined to develop feelings at the same rate. Conversely, I found out that he's the jealous type, which isn't completely unexpected, but with my past, not that I have anything to be ashamed of, I think discretion would be the better way to proceed. In other words, telling him everything I've been through, who I've been with, who I hang out with, and who used to have feelings for me, or vice versa, apparently wasn't the smartest decision I've ever made. But I know now to keep my mouth shut about certain things. Digressing. He recently told me he wasn't sure if we should continue seeing each other due to his starting to develop feelings for me. And given my tendencies, which I've explained in full, and of my volition about seeing then leaving before other people even have time to switch gears, he wasn't sure what to do or how to proceed because he didn't want to get hurt. I had, no intention of hurting him. This talk occurred last night. Oh yeah, Happy New Year's! It's now January 1st of the new year. Woot! And around then, I came up with the idea that in order to prevent him from taking a course of action resulting in him possibly discontinuing our seeing each other, I told him to hold off on his decision and that I'd see him in the morning. That very night, with a little timely spurring on from our MySpace horoscopes, I located Prospect Heights, or Prospect Park, or The View in Providence, or whatever name it was most commonly known by, and fully planned on proposing to him, quote unquote, in a very official, movie esque, scenic manner and asking him to do me the honor of being my first, bracket, official, and bracket, boyfriend. Bracket. It still makes me lol that Matt G doesn't consider my relationship with Alex to count as actually having a boyfriend. Hey, wait, wasn't Alex also Italian? End bracket. Sadly, it ended up being only mostly like that. I brought him to the view. It was snowing, cold but beautiful, and we made up. I had wanted to ask him out, but since he came around before I got to that point, I felt my declaration request was unnecessary. I still wanted to, but I didn't do it. Though I did ask him to be my boyfriend in Spanish. I don't think he understood, and I probably said it wrong anyway. But I still did what I set out to do, albeit secretly, propose to him in a beautiful and memorable place. I brought him home, we finished our movie, and spent the next few hours embracing, quote unquote, which more or less involved some kissing, caressing, exploring, some heavy petting, tickling, and an adjustment or two. Regardless, I was happy to spend that time with him, and I began missing him immediately upon his departure. But anyways, I plan on following the advice of my horoscope for New Year's Eve and keeping it in mind, or trying to in the future. Want to hear it? You are on the threshold of a major shift in your life as joyful Jupiter enters your sign next week to spend most of the new year, bracket, in bracket, expanding your world, but you must be willing to change and to grow in order to make the most of whatever opportunities are offered. This can be challenging for you if you are reluctant to let go of the past. Don't hold on to what you have, or you won't be able to grab onto what comes next. My mom said earlier that she liked Ben, and it was a shame that I let go of him. But I told her that he'd still be around, and that I doubt I'd let go of him completely anytime soon. Ben seems like he holds the potential to be a very good friend. Smiley face emoji. Anyways, I'm back to chatting with Alex on AIM right now, so guess I'll fill more stuff in here later. TTYL.